So the Met Gala is 1 week away in New York City, and the theme is Superfine, which is focusing on Black dandyism and the history behind it and some modern practitioners of it. Now, if you want to learn more about what Black dandyism is, I have quite a few bit of resources to share with you guys. I've got some of my favorite books that I've had actually in my collection for a little minute, and some new favorites that actually explore the topic of Black dandyism and what it actually means. But first, I did get my copy. Finally, I fought, but I got it. I got my copy of Vogue. I got the one with Coleman Domingo on it because he's my favorite, one of my favorite people overall as far as an actor, but as well as just his impeccable style. I mean, look at it. Look at the material. You know, I'm probably gonna get all 4 covers though, because Lewis Hamilton, chef's kiss. But yeah, here we go. All these books are great for your coffee table, and you know, that's how I found them, but there's a lot of information that you can learn from them as well. So kicking it off, we've got Street Culture by Celine Soleil. And as you can see, I've been taking notes. On this one, I wrote classic and smooth as brandy, because it's just color. Look at this suiting here. This shirt, I said it was citrusy and fun, a fun print, but also classic and refreshing. And it's just got some great images just like that. It explores a lot of different street style looks, mainly in New York, but all the different people that you'll see in it. And there's some really cool examples of tailoring and suiting in here. So definitely recommend this book. This is a fairly recent purchase that I got. It is called Styling, and this is more of a textbook style. It does have some images in it as well. If I can get to some, they're in here, they're in there. Oh, there's some. So yeah, it's talking about actually like the history of Black people dressing, pretty much from the time we came over to this country till the Zoot Suit era, as you can see. This one is called Fashion Tribes, and it is about global street culture. And so it touches on some of the different street style communities that you'll find around the world. We're visiting the Congo in this book, Havana, Cuba, Johannesburg, South Africa, as well as Bolivia and Burma, you know? So there's a punk scene in Burma, mind you? Like the punks, like this kind of stuff, you know? It's cool. Like you wouldn't expect that, but it's there. And then of course, you know, you've got the Afro punks, heavy metal rock music, and this is in Africa. Different photographers have participated in this book, so they've written up some stories about it as well. So this is a really great one. When I first got introduced to what dandyism is, this is the first book I got. This one's called Dandelion, and it actually started off as a photo exhibit, I think back in 2012 or so, and then they put it into book format. And this one really does delve into like what dandyism is, and it shows you like some real world examples of people who are dandies. It breaks it down by photographers, by actual practitioners, so like artists and designers, as well as some historical influences and living communities now that are participating in this in dandyism. So this one's really great to get all that information. This was the first one I got some years ago, and I haven't put it down since. This is probably the most OG of all of the books. This one is Men of Color by the phenomenal fashion stylist Lloyd Boston. Now, if you don't know who Lloyd Boston is, look him up. He is an OG in the fashion game, been dressing men, women, everybody for the better part of over 30 years or so. You know, I love a thrift store. I found this in the thrifted bookstore for $7, and I can't believe someone gave this away, but I'm happy that they did because now I have it. But this one actually really does go into a little bit kind of like the styling book I showed you all. It talks about the history of Black men's dress specifically, from like the 1920s up until this was around the late 90s that this book was published. Really cool images. I love seeing Black men in fashion photography books. There's a lot more Black fashion books that are coming out, which is great, but it's always so hard to get ones that focus specifically on men sometimes. So I'm really happy that this was even out in the 90s. So there we go. So those are some of my picks. I hope that they help you. I hope you'll have a chance to check them out. I'll leave a link to where you can find all of them down below. And I'm excited for the Met Gala. And don't worry, there'll be pics of my look coming up soon. Bye.